Hi everyone, welcome to Tom's Man Shed. Okay, it's been a few weeks since my last review, which was, I think was a garden pressure washer thing. I was in Aldi the other day. Usually go to Lidl's. I've been to Lidl's, but I also had a trip to Aldi as well. And I came across this behind me, which is today's review. Right, before we get on with the unboxing, I just want to squeeze this bit in because I've realised I've just edited the thing and I realised it's 50 minutes long. So, as always, there's loads of waffling from me. I'm sorry, that's just the way I am. But I always put a timeline below so you can zoom to the bit you want. If you just want to see the unboxing, do that. If you just want to see the demo of it, do that. The very last sort of 10 minutes or so of this video is going on about shirts, which is totally unlinked to the blender. So, like I say, I'll itemise everything and you can zoom around wherever you want. And I'll add it again at the end, but if you do want to subscribe, it would be absolutely fantastic. Click the little red sort of thing at the bottom or wait to the end and click the picture of the shed. That would be absolutely fantastic. On with the video. For those interested who've probably watched my videos, I try to do everyone in a different shirt. And don't know whether you like this. Those of a certain age will know the theme of it. I'll go into details. It's from a new place, and whether they're good or bad or whatever. I'll go into details at the end of this video because I might do a video about the two shops. But today's video is on this. And it is a Ambiano, that's Aldi's own make, really. High-speed blending set. I had a blender donkeys years ago and it just spent all its time in the cupboard under the sink, never ever used. I was never a healthy sort of person, but recently I've changed my diet. I'm eating a lot more healthy stuff, vegetables and fruit and stuff. So I thought I might make the odd smoothie and that. Not enough to invest in a proper top-of-the-range Ninja NutriBullet or whatever they call thing, but like I said, I saw this in Aldi and it was only 15 quid. And you seem to get quite a lot with it. I usually compare it to what's available on Amazon, but I won't in this instance because I've had a look on Amazon. There's absolutely thousands of them. But I couldn't find one for 15 quid with all these parts in it, various size cups and stuff, and with a 3-year warranty. Don't forget, if you buy stuff like straight from the China or whatever on Amazon, you've got your brilliant return policy on Amazon up to 30 days, but there's not a lot of stuff has a 3-year warranty, and I've tested it in Lidl's and they're really good. So I'm assuming Aldi is as good. As you'll see in a minute, it's got a proper UK address for and phone number, which is manned 8 till 8 at night for returns and things. So they should be pretty good, like I say, if they're anything like Lidl's. So when compare like for like when you get a 3-year warranty and it's as easy to return and get your money back or replace or repair or whatever. So there you are. So it says high-speed blending set, 11-piece set. There's a main power base, a high blade unit, a large cup, small cup, drinking cup with handle, flip-top lid, 2 solid lids, 2 lip rings. I won't read every item, but you can see there what is in the box. And some pictures there. Again at the front. So I'll do the unboxing now. All I've done is open the flap. I've not taken anything else out other than the instructions, but I'm not taking the inner packaging out at all yet, so you're going to be seeing it live because I know some people do like actually seeing the real unboxing. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to unbox it, show you all the bits that come with it. I'm then going to have a proper read up of the instructions and try it out on some stuff in the kitchen. I'll set up the camera and I'll do it again live. I won't try it and edit out my mistakes or whatever. I'll leave it all in from a total newbie who never cooks his own stuff unless it comes in a microwave meal normally. That's all I have. But I have, like I say, been boiling some broccoli in the microwave in a bowl of water. Boiling broccoli and some potatoes and long orangey sweet potatoes, things like that. So in the box, what you get is a warranty card, and that gives you all, you know, the product code up here, the 0800 UK number. Maybe you can return that, the address and everything. You get the instruction book with it. So I've not even read this yet. It shows all the parts. You'll see for real in a minute, and various things. It's all one language. It's all in English. Most of it, as always, is safety instructions, things, obvious things which they've got to say by law. You know, like don't put the motor unit in the dishwasher and things like that. But that's that. And also, you get some of these. Immune Buster, Antioxidant Fusion. Some, put my other glasses on. Yeah, some of these I will not be doing. What's that? Antioxidant Fusion. A handful of romaine lettuce. What's romaine lettuce? Lettuce is just lettuce to me. A quarter of a banana, a quarter of an orange, 85 grams of pineapple cut into pieces, 85 grams of mango, 20 grams of almond and water. Too much faffing about for me, weighing all these things out. When I use it, as you'll say, I'll probably just bung some stuff in and milk. I think it's only going to be for smoothies I do, not these health drinks with sprouts and stuff in it. Immune Buster, that's got spring greens, a handful of rinsed spring greens, banana and orange and pineapple. That sounds absolutely disgusting. Power Booster, banana berry breakfast, half a banana, 40 grams of frozen blueberries, 40 grams of... Blueberries are weird, aren't they? I love blueberry muffins, and you can taste the blueberry taste in blueberry muffins. So when I went on this health thing 3 months or so ago, I thought I'll buy some blueberries from the supermarket, and they were flavourless. I thought, have I got a faulty batch or what? So I tried it again a couple of weeks later, different from Lidl's, but I think it was a different farm or manufacturer or whatever. And there's hardly any flavour. When you compare it to like blackberries, strawberries, raspberries, which are full of flavour, blueberries, well, they just tasted bland. So I don't know, it's me. Ice cubes, honey, yoghurt, natural muesli. Muesli in it. Great. So I'll be just sort of like sticking some frozen berries in, some milk and ice cubes, and just trying that. Strawberry banana smoothie. That sounds all right. Strawberries, fresh or frozen, a banana, small ice cubes, and a splash of orange juice. I'll probably do that. Not got orange juice, but I've got some other sort of fruit juice. So yeah, that's the only one. I'll be doing the demo one. So let's see what is in the box. Whoops, just bear with me. Turn it upside down and so it's got your usual sort of like egg carton type packing, and stuff in there is 2 lids. I had to read what's on the box and lids for the cups. That one is a flip top lid. Quite nice. Got, oh, that is really neoprene silicone sealant sort of thing. So for like travelling in your car, maybe on your bike or whatever, and you can just flip it and drink your stuff out of it. That's that. UK mains plug. The earth pin is totally plastic, so it's obviously just the 2 wires. It will obviously come with the plug for your country. That's the top bit off. And inside that reveals all these. So we'll go through these one at a time. They're all wrapped in tissue. Fairly hefty. For 15 quid, it feels and looks. It's hard to convey, obviously, over the camera, but the plastic, it feels very nice. And that is a fair old weight. You can see the, if you want to freeze frame that, 300 watts. British voltage. So again, service number is a sticker there. Always keep the receipt. I always keep the receipt for it. Every time I buy a gadget from Lidl's or Aldi, always keep the receipt. There's a thing in there telling you which way to twist it, operating switch. So I was going to say, obviously that's to be taken out, but maybe not. And there's like I say, I'll have a proper read. I don't know whether that's a protective thing or what. But I shall tell you it once I've read the instructions. So that's the motor unit, not just a plug dropping on the floor. And we've got a small cup. And the cups, again, I can't show you the desk, but the cups have these ribs on them so that they stand up on your worktop. So yeah, they come with these attached, these, so that's if you're using it just to drink out of, that's like nice and smooth against your lips. If you're storing what you've made, you just screw a cap on like that. So comes with two caps, and these rings appear to be already on the cup. So that's the small cup. And you've got a cup again with the drinking ring on it that unscrews if you want to put a cap on it. And that's like a drinking cup with a handle. Again, feels reasonably okay. Quite a hard, if you dropped it on a hard tiled floor, it'd probably crack. But obviously they can't make it flexible when it's on a sort of blender. And then you've got finally this. Yeah, this is the large cup. Again, you screw your cap or your drinking thing on there. Yeah, and that is attached. I was thinking when I first showed it you, that base bit, that plastic cover was a cover for the blades, but it's not. They're the actual blades that do all the chopping. So you'll put your stuff in there, or the small one, and you'll then screw that on the top. I'll show you this when I'm actually doing it in the kitchen. Tighten that up, then you'll turn that round, and yeah, surprising the weight of this. Feels really thick, nice plastic. And yeah, that will go in there like that. And there's like little tabs on there. Don't know whether you can see them. There's a tab there and a tab there. And one round here. There's three of them. They go in the slots there in the top of here. And on is anti-clockwise, off is clockwise. So doesn't want to, feels very stiff to turn, because I don't know whether these tab things have to come out, these silicone things. I wouldn't have thought so, but Can't seem to at the moment get much of a... I don't want to force it. I'll read the instructions and then I'll show you in the kitchen, maybe actually putting it in. But that's the unboxing done. So I just wanted to show you that first. Like I said, I'll go in the kitchen and have a thorough read of how it works, the instructions. And I'll probably show you while I'm sat here actually moving in 10 minutes time or something when I've worked out how to do it. And then we'll set it all up with a camera on a tripod in the kitchen. And I'll only do the one smoothie. And like I said, I'll do it live and I'll try some ice. I've got some ice balls, not cubes, about that big. It says it'll do ice. I don't know how big a chunk it'll chop. And so I'll catch you in 10 minutes just once I've worked out how to turn it on. Okay, I've had a read of the instructions and a quick play with it. So before I set it up in the kitchen and we'll actually make a smoothie, I'll just show you the actual motor running. First of all, I'll show you in there, because it's some of this great sort of language translation. Number 1, please don't use hands to touch the turntable. 2, please assemble containers well when using. 3, children using forbidden. So forbidden, 2 different words there. Number 4, motor swilling forbidden. And 5, please don't contact the power for fear of turntable running. I've got it plugged in at the moment. By all means, a bad bit of instructions, but that bit there's no blades on it. It's just a drive wheel that coincides to the plastic vanes on the bottom of the bit. So there's no sharp bits there. And once the top is on, you twist it. The switch is like concealed in here, so there's no way you can bring this on accidentally. And it's just that I wasn't pressing hard enough before. So there's nothing to take out in there. You leave that label in, and these silicone pads are like support pads that this fits on. So you choose the cup of your choice, either this big one, the small one, or the one with the handle on. Then you screw that to this base, and that's where the sharp bits are. So never ever twist it without the cup on with them blades running, because they will chop your finger off easily. So always have one of the plastic cups on before you put it anywhere near here. And then basically you just drop it in. These 3 lugs go in these 3 slots. They're equidistant, so you can see it goes that way, or that way, or that way. So, and then once you do it, you just press it down and twist. So I'll do it now and you'll hear it go. So you twist it anti-clockwise to turn it on. And again, I'll read the instructions. It'll probably be a set amount of time, seconds or whatever. You don't leave these things running constantly. Give it a bit, give it a rest, give it a bit. I'll go into that when I make the smoothie. And then you just twist it clockwise to stop. So again, push it down. Twist it anti-clockwise to bring it on, clockwise to stop. Then take it out. And then and only then would you remove the thing and either put the lid on to store it, the open mouth type thing on, which is on the other 2, to drink out of it, and or like I say, you could have used that one with the handle on. So I'll set it all up now in the kitchen. I've got some frozen strawberries and mixed berries, and I'll probably put a bit of a banana in there as well, and some milk. And you'll be with me as I make my very first smoothie. I can honestly say I'm 66 years old and I've never, not once, used one. I used many years ago in the 80s a food processor, Robo Chef I think it was called, for chopping vegetables, cucumbers, shoving it down a slot and chopping them into bits and that. But I've never ever used a blender to make any liquid smoothies or soup or anything like that. So you'll be with me, warts and all, as I make my very first one. So let's go and have a look at that now. Okay, as you can see, I'm here in the kitchen. I do very, very little in here. It's not my bag isn't cooking. I don't really enjoy it at all. But I'm going to set the camera up now a bit closer, zoom in. I've got some, as you can probably see, some fresh strawberries. I was going to use some frozen ones out of the fridge, but just been to Lidl's. I thought I'll use some fresh ones. That recipe in the recipe book, I'm basing it on that. It says half a banana. I'm going to use a whole, it's only a little banana. I'm also going to add some blackberries as well. It says 120 grams of ice. I've weighed 120 grams of ice, and it seems quite a lot. That's about half of 120 grams. So I'm going to try it first without ice, because it might even wreck the machine. It says small ice cubes. Well, they're quite small, aren't they? But I don't want to wreck it on the first trial. So I'm going to make this a bit of it without ice cubes and then with ice cubes. So bear with me while I set the camera up. You'll be straight back with it zoomed in, and we'll start doing it. And like I say, this is my very, very first ever smoothie in 66 years on the planet Earth. So if it all goes pear-shaped, you'll know why. Okay then, here we go. First ever. So I'm going to put these strawberries in. Again, I've no idea how much to do. I've not bothered weighing anything. And it says on this, not to use a dash of orange juice or something. No milk or anything like that. I'm going to put all them strawberries in. So strawberries, banana, and it don't mention blackberries. It just says strawberry and banana. But I'm just going to put, I don't know what, 3 blackberries today. Yeah, might as well put all that banana in. It was only a small one, so it's like most of that thing. I'm going to do it, like I say now, just this. I'm not going to add any sugar or anything like that. And I'm just getting a towel. And I'm only going to add, I've no orange juice, so what I'm going to add, I'm just opening the fridge now off screen. What I'm going to add is some of this mango juice. But first of all, I'll do it without that to see what it's like. So screw this lid on it, and it's got like a neoprene, didn't show you that before, it's like a neoprene gasket in there. And like I said, once that's screwed on, you can't get your fingers anywhere near the chopping bits. So it's plugged in. Now I had a look in the book and I couldn't see anything mentioning the maximum amount of time to leave it on, how many seconds, but I'm just going to give it sort of like a few separate zaps. It says don't fill any of the containers more than 3/4 full, so that's about 3/4 full. So I've got it switched, plugged in and switched on. Like I said, so this is just bananas, strawberries and blackberries with no liquid, other liquids in there. Let's see how this goes on. Yeah, well, as you probably saw then, if you just do it and let it go, nothing much happens. You've got to pulse it to get it going from the bottom. Amazing how them blackberries, there's only 3 of them in there, have made it really purple. Maybe I should have only put 1 in. So once you've got it like a liquid like this, I'm giving you these instructions and I haven't a clue. Like I said, this is not a cookery video, it's just a demo of the machine and what it can do. So if I'm doing it wrong, forgive me, but I'm just going to keep pulsing it a bit more till it looks pretty. Once it's liquid, it's going round thoroughly. Right, that looks quite liquidy now. So I'm going to pour these into these containers and I'm going to drink them in the shed one by one. So that one was, I'm going to put that in this. I've no proper tumblers or anything, it's a coffee glass as you can see. So I'll remember these. It is nice and smooth. I'm just going to keep using this one. This time I'll put something different in. So put that to one side. I'll put it in the fridge for now. Drink it in the shed. Yeah, I'll get the strawberries. Right, well I was going to use that one again, but I've changed my mind. So I'll put that because it's still got the blackcurranty stuff in it. So this time I'm going to use a small cup. And it's got just half a banana in it, half a small banana, and I think there's 6 strawberries, 6 whole strawberries in there. And again, I'm not going to measure out quantities. I'm just going to put a dash of this mango juice in. I think I should have shaken that up. Just bear with me, I'm going to pour this out in the sink and I'm going to shake it up. Shake it up, it looked a bit thin. Well, that looks better. Oops. Right, so again, that's 3/4 full. I might have put too much of that mango in, I don't know. But yeah, that's what it's for, I suppose, for experimenting. So yeah, this has still got the drinking ring on it, so you take that off. Screw that on. Again, give it a go. So that's that. So this time I'm going to leave that in that thing and drink it straight from there. And again, it swills out dead easy. I won't move the camera around, but I'll show you how quick it is. Just got it under the sink now. Just as soon as you've done it, before it's had a chance to dry out, just give it a rinse really under the sink. So final one. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to just do some ice cubes. So I'm just curious. They're these ones that you sort of fill up a plastic bag and then throw it away. Oops, but you can see the size of the ice cubes. I was going to do a milkshake in Nesquik, but I might still do it. So that'll do, I suppose, for that amount of. I'll do one more strip. Right, so it's another 4 in there. So we'll see how it. Again, it's got the drinking lip on it. We'll see how it chops these. I'll be very careful on these. If I hear it's like under distress or whatever, I'll stop immediately. But you can see the size of ice cubes we're chopping, so let's give it a whirl. Just got to wait for the remaining ones to like leap back down onto the blades. But yeah, you can see it seemed to be quite effective. So all that crushed ice there. So I'll put a bit in the drink. Don't want to water it down too much. I'll just plonk the rest in that there. so obviously quite a lot sticks to that, and then the rest in there. But you can see the crushed ice on the bottom, and it's pretty crushed. There's some it hasn't got yet. If I'd have carried on a bit longer, there's a couple of lumps in there, but it tends to sort of congeal itself together again. But yeah, I think that's the last surviving full thing, but the rest is pretty chopped up. So yeah, I will do a milkshake, so let's set that up and we'll finish this demo with that. Right, we'll finish off with this. Now, reading this, it's just Nesquik chocolate milkshake. Been in the cupboard for ages. Reading this, it says take 2 level teaspoons, so that's like the spoon I've got, a dessert spoon or whatever, and 200 ml of cold semi-skimmed milk. Again, I'm not going to measure it, so. And it says mix it into a paste first, and then top it up with milk and that. Well, I'm not going to do that because I just want to see how good it is at actually making it. So I'll put the milk in first. It is semi-skimmed milk as it advises. So it says don't fill it more than 3/4, but it's about there. I'll just put 1. That's about two spoonfuls in it. Sorry, it was a bit off camera there. So there's the milk, and that much thing. I'm just going to plonk it on the top there. So obviously there's no real hard work. There's no fruit to chop up or ice cubes. So just see how well it mixes it and how if it'll go frothy. You can see it's like thoroughly mixed it. And you could just drink it straight out of there, obviously. I'll pour this into a glass and get a better idea of how sort of frothy it is. So. Quite a lot in there, but you can see it's a nice sort of like frothy head on it. So I'm not going to be great on my diet, all these, all this milk and stuff. So I'm going to stick it in the fridge. So reasonably painless. How they will taste, I will soon find out. So I'm going to turn the PC on and get set up in there, and I'll do like a live tasting of them in front of the computer. Let's see what they taste like. Probably awful. Right, so that was about 20 minutes ago. I've just put all the stuff away, washed the washable at the moment bits, and I thought I'd bring the drinks in here. They've been in the fridge for, like I said, about 20 minutes, keeping cool. So yes, it does crush ice cubes that big. Like I said, just sort of take it easy. Pulsing it is more important on that than anything else, I think, because once they're spinning round, they're not in touch with the blade, so you've got to get the cube chopped up by the blade. So let's see a live tasting now how these taste. So we'll do this first, because there's no, we'll do that one first, because that was the first one we did. Now this was strawberries, 6 strawberries the same, I think. Bit more of I think it was a full banana, yeah, full small banana, and 3 blackberries only. They were big blackberries, but that's made it that colour, and it's pretty, I don't know what you can see, but it's pretty thick, gloopy. So let's have a taste. not bad. It's more banana-y than anything. Can't taste much blackberry or strawberry come to that, but like I said, that's my fault, not the machines. It's getting the amount of ingredients right. I consider there's probably quite an art to it. This is the one less gloopy because this is the one we topped up with mango juice. So this is half a banana and 6 strawberries, no blackberries at all in this, and then topped up with mango juice. It says orange juice in the book, but use anything you like. I've not put a bit of ice in there. Must have come out the other when I've done the ice thing. Yeah, I've not put the drinking ring on, so yeah, if you put the drinking ring on, it's more pleasant to drink out of the cup. Let's have a proper taste. Yeah, that is nicer. Nicer than that blackcurrant one. I might dilute this blackcurrant one down because it's not that great with mango juice or something. But yeah, this is better. So it seems better if you add a bit of juice of some sort. Not bad. And I can't say any is beautiful. So you'd have to get all the ingredients exactly right for that. Well, that's the milkshake, and that's after like 20 minutes or so in the fridge. And you can see it's still got a nice frothy head on it. Again, I don't know whether it was too much or too little powder for that amount of milk. Let's have a look. There's still about this amount left in the other cup. It's amazing how much it holds. Yeah, not bad, but could do with another tablespoon, I think. So again, I won't bother just for that, but I'll drink it. But yeah, you can definitely taste the chocolate on that. So yeah, mixing the fruits and blending them together, which is what it is, was a success. We've got the gloopy one with the no liquid, really gloopy. The other one, a bit runnier, and the milkshake and the chopped ice. Like I say, the lack of taste of them is my fault. I'm going to have to really, really experiment with different ones till I get like a favourite recipe. So yeah, when you consider what you get for the money, you get the little cup, the big cup, all washed up, the cup with the handle on it, and you can see it's still got frothy top on it. The lips that you put on so it's nice and smooth on your mouth if you want to drink straight out of them cups. The lids, 2 lids that you put on if you want to store them. The travel sort of like thing with the silicone seal there. The mixing forks, mixing blades, and the unit itself. And like I say, it's a fair weight. I'm just going to go and weigh this now, and I'll put on screen. Well, I'll tell you, and I'll put on screen what it weighs. I won't show you on the scale, but I'm going to go and weigh it on the scales I've had in the kitchen. So yeah, just giving it away, and it's 725 grams. So 3/4 of a kilogram. That's just under 2 pounds in weight. So yeah, pretty hefty. And I've just measured the lead as well, in case you need to know. That's how long it is. It's 1.1 meters, 110 centimeters long. And one final thing you may be curious about, the flip top lid thing, if you were using that. And like I said, you can stand these up on a flat surface that stood up perfectly with no rocking at all on my desk. I know you can't see it, but I can assure you it is. And that's a flip top thing, and you can see absolutely no drips whatsoever. Quite a firm sort of fit, and that seal is effective, so you could have that in your car, walking. Bit awkward to store in your pockets or whatever, but in your car, on your bike, and just drink straight out of that and seal it up later. So yeah, for all them bits for 15 quid and a 3-year warranty. Like I said, don't forget the 3-year warranty and the ease of claiming. It's a UK contact number, a UK postal address, an 0800 free phone number, 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. So you've no messing about trying to look for contact numbers of stuff you get from Amazon from China, some obscure company or whatever. I think for 15 quid, it's good value for money. And if you're thinking of getting a blender or whatever and you wanted to go up into the dearer things, maybe get something like this first, have a practice, see if it's your thing. Will it be another under the sink thing? I don't think so. I think I will occasionally use it for experimenting, making some different fruit smoothies. Like I said, not the veggie-based ones. That doesn't appeal to me. Drinking a gloopy mixer of kale and green vegetables and carrots and that, it sounds awful. But for the fruity type ones, yeah. So hopefully it's been of some use. You may have seen in the video a little ultraviolet fly killer, which is still working great. Check out the link up here for that. And also just to the left of what you saw was a great 12-litre air fryer that my daughter's bought me for my birthday, Father's Day or something, from Asda. Again, I've done a review on that. Check up here. That's still working great as well. So, yeah, that's the end of the review on the blender. But if you remember right at the very beginning of this video, I did mention this shirt that I've just got. If you're a subscriber, you've seen any of my other videos, every single shirt I wear normally is from or recently, in the last three years or so, it's been from a company called Light in the Box. It's one of these many Chinese stores that you come across on the internet selling clothes and stuff like that, and they're direct from China. You buy so many, you get one free, you get discounts and things like that. But it caught my eye a while ago, and nearly every shirt, not this one, that I've worn recently is from there. And this is the sort of things they do. I'm thinking of making a video about the two, a proper video about the full result when it's concluded, as you'll see in a minute, of the both. But like, there's a Christmas one there. I saw that. Christmas. Most of them are a zip on the top. That one's button, but most are like a polo shirt design, not a shirt design. They've got a zip on top there. That one is one of my favourites from for Christmas only, obviously. You'll have seen me do this. British Union Jack. I've got an American flag as well. And this one. Now that's the sort they normally are with like a... Sorry, there's a fly buzzing round. With a zip on the two-tone one. I've got another one of them in blue. So they're the sort of ones from Light in the Box. Now, they've been quite good. You place your order, and I've done loads and loads of orders through them. I've only had 2 that I haven't been satisfied with. The sewn the buttons in the wrong place, way too down low on that. Told them about that, got a friend to alter it. That's altered already. And they gave me a free shirt or something like that. And that's a company called Light in the Box. I can recommend them from my experience. They do send stuff really... It's about 3 weeks. I think the quickest I've had it is in about 2 weeks. It's usually about 3 weeks coming from China. But I've seen adverts, as you may have as well, for a company called Who, H-O-O, Who Shops. And they do an unbelievable amount of stuff like this. Cartoon-based stuff. There's Wacky Races, there's Scooby-Doo, there's the Flintstones, there's all sorts of cartoony stuff. They do loads of space stuff, Star Trek, Star Wars, Forbidden Planet, old sort of class, Planet of the Apes, things like that. And from my point of view, which attracted me to them, loads of aviation stuff. Now, this is one that I ordered. I ordered 4 shirts, because if you order 4, you get the 5th one free. So I ordered this Wacky Races one, this one, as you'll see in a minute, with a Vulcan bomber on the front, another one with a Corsair World War II fighter on the front, and a Doctor Who with a Dalek on it, and a Star Trek with the Starship Enterprise on it. Now, them two, the Doctor Who and the Star Trek one, are out of stock. They're having trouble, they say, getting them from the suppliers. I ordered them the 12th of June. It's now the 7th of August. So after waiting about a month, I got in touch and it says, what's the delay? Oh, sorry, there's 2 of your things. I says, well, how long's it going to be? Well, we're just waiting to get in touch. Gave it another wait. I says, this isn't good enough. They said, right, sorry, we'll give you a free shirt. So they give me the free shirt, I'll show you that. But still, and we'll send a partial order. So we'll send you the 3 shirts, which are all like aviation based. The Star Trek and the Doctor Who one are still out of stock. What is annoying is they are advertising the Doctor Who one. It's got like a TARDIS in the background, a big Dalek down here. It looks really good. Go online and have a look for Who shops, HOO shops, and you'll see their vast range. They're still ordering that as a hot shirt, and yet they can't even get it from their suppliers, which is annoying. So I've said, right, I'll wait a tiny bit longer. If not, I either want my money back on them 2, or I'll have to pick another 2. And there's plenty of stuff I want. There's a Dick Dastardly Muttley and the Fly Machines one I'd really like, and one of R2-D2 playing a guitar that looks great as well. But they don't tell you which is in stock and which is out of stock. So that is the annoying thing. So Who shops, fantastic range. My experience so far, not brilliant, but at least they have given me the free shirt. But I'll show you some of the stuff they do. So this is what I did order. That's the free one. So like I say, I got this Wacky Races one, this one, which that is my favourite plane, a Vulcan bomber. See, with a tornado, with a tornado, Panavia tornado underneath. I know I'm sad. I'm 66 years old, wearing these loud shirts, but what the hell? This is the other one I ordered. Another one of my favourite planes. A Corsair with a pirate galleon below. And I know, yeah, you would never come across a Corsair and a pirate galleon together, but I did like the design and the colours of it. And they're very lightweight, but they're that nice sort of like football top material. Really nice. And the free shirt they gave me, I said, right, well, if you're going to give me a free shirt, at least can you make it aviation themed? So they did listen to that as well. And it's this one, which I quite like, actually. See it? P-51 Mustangs over the mountains. So that's the free one they gave me. I've got them in 2 extra large. They do a massive amount of range of sizes, right up to really, really big. But they seem about right for me. And they're about, so the light in the box ones are cheaper, particularly if you go for the flash sale. I always buy from the flash sale. You can get for like 6 or 7 quid. These were like 22 quid each, but when you buy 4, you get 1 free, and they've given me a free one as an apology. So the whole lot together, when I finally get them, probably work out at about a tenner each or something like that. So I'll leave it for the comments if you are interested in seeing even more of them and me showing you the actual addresses and more detail of the experience I've had. Let me know in the comments if that is of interest. If not, I won't bother doing it. But so far, like I say, not a great experience with Who Shops weighting wise. With the quality of the shirts, fine. And they do get back to you, they can contact you. But I will wait till that is resolved, see if I have to choose another 2, or when I get my original choices, see if they offer any more free shirts. And we'll take it from there, and I'll do a full review on the 2 later, if of interest. So thank you very, very much for reaching the very end. I've realised it's, like I say, 50 minutes long, this video, which by my standards is quite long, because a bit at the end with the shirts, and I wanted to do a full demo and unboxing, so apologies if it's been long, but you can use the timeline underneath. So it would be fantastic if it has been of any use, if you can give me a thumbs up, and even more fantastic if you haven't already subscribed. Really leveled off subscriptions. Hopefully one day I'll get to 5,000. That'll be great. If I could do by the end of this year, it'd be absolutely fantastic. So if you haven't already subscribed and you want to, please click the little picture here of the shed. Once you've done that, click the bell icon below and you'll be informed of any uploads as soon as I do them. Hopefully the next one will be coming along a bit quicker than they have been recently, but I don't know. Depends what comes along. Once again, thanks for watching to the end of this. Bye for now.